another epic comeback last night. They rallied late, but ultimately fell short in winning their 10th consecutive game. Tonight, Ian Seymour toes the rubber as Tampa Bay looks to start a new streak and embrace their season-long advantage on home turf. Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. First place Rays in the American League East taking on the Orioles, and right now we'll go down to the field in Kendra Douglas.
Well, Dwayne, pitcher Ian Seymour will take the mound after throwing back-to-back quality starts for the first time in his career. And manager Kevin Cash has really liked the way that Seymour has found a rhythm, especially in his last 4 outings. You take a look at his numbers and what he's been able to do during that stretch. He's 3-1 in that, and with an ERA under 2. Now, Cash pointed specifically to his start in Seattle, saying it may have been the biggest and most important one of the season for this team. And that's because it came after a bullpen day, and Seymour knew that guys were going to be taxed. Cash noting how Seymour locked in, kept that Seattle offense quiet when the team needed it the most. Talking with Ian, he'll tell you there's still room to grow, but you can tell this clubhouse has really appreciated how he's continued to build as he looks to get a win here today, Dwayne.
And there's a look at the lefty, Ian Seymour. Here is the lineup he will be facing for the Baltimore Orioles. Tyler O'Neill will lead it off, followed by Pete Alonso and Jackson Holliday, Mayo Henderson, and Encarnacion Strand, the heart of the lineup. Franklin, Tavares, and Narvaez completing the lineup card, brought to you by Orlando Health.
Well, let's take a look at Ian Seymour, the scope of his season. That record of 9-3, ERA of 4.08. You see the whip right there, 1.13. He has 106 strikeouts, and that's coming in just 90 1/3 innings. That's 10.6 strikeouts per 9. He's done a little bit of everything, Dwayne. 9 wins, 10 holds, 2 saves, and a lot of pitches that he attacks these hitters with. Top 3, though, those are the big ones. The changeup, the 4-seam, the sweeper. That's what he leans on most heavily.
And he faces Tyler O'Neill to get this one underway. First pitch of the ball game, and that's a little bit high. Stu Sherwater calling the balls and strikes here tonight out of Saskatoon.
We got something going on over by the Oriole dugout.
Well, that first pitch upstairs, and you have O'Neill, the hitter, looking back toward the dugout to see if he could figure it out, and it looks like they're saying, let's keep it going.
Yeah, I wonder what they were taking a look at there.
There's a strike. It's one of them. Speaking of keeping it going, the Rays are now 7 games up in the American League East. The Yankees beaten by the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-1. It's fouled right back, 1-2.
Yeah, I saw when it was a 2-1 game in the bottom of the 8th, so they must have tacked on a couple in Toronto.
Yep.
How about it?
So the Rays are 8 up in the loss column.
That's the one this time of year.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one to pay attention to. Can't make those games up.
Nice pitch there, and it's 2-2. Little tapper back over the head off Seymour's glove, but recovered by Walls, and they get the runner at first. Outstanding work by the Rays shortstop on the deflection off Seymour.
Well, Taylor Walls was going to make this a glove play, but Ian Seymour would not allow that to happen. Watch where his momentum is going. Off the glove. Now he's got to redirect. Bare hand, step throw. You cannot do that any better. What a great job by Taylor Walls to be able to make the adjustment on the fly, go to the bare hand, and get that play made.
First star in the scorebook goes to Taylor Walls for that bare hand pick up and throw. Pete Alonso takes ball 1 upstairs. Well, what a shortstop he is. So much fun to watch. Stayed a little wide there. Seymour out of Virginia Tech. 2-1. Well, Alonso hitting second for the first time in his career. He was the leadoff man last night and had a couple hits, went 2 for 5. Hicks holding that ball in that mid. A couple of close calls, and the count is now 3-1
to a hot hitter. You know, Pete Alonso's in the midst of a 6-game hitting streak, and he's hitting .522 over that streak with 3 homers. How about right there? 6 driven in, 8 of the 12 hits off of the fastball. That's what you're looking for in a 3-1 count, and he got one.
Cut and miss there on the fastball.
How about that? A little bit of deception there by Ian Seymour. We point this out quite often, but he works from that far third base side of the rubber, and I mean, he's got a toenail on that side of the rubber. He is way off to the edge and then has a little crossfire action.
And the fly ball lifted into left with a little carry, but Simpson is going to be there, and he makes the catch for the out. Under that one, just a bit too much from the Baltimore perspective.
Thank goodness.
Yep.
Thank goodness. Joining Chandler in that outfield is going to be Cedric Mullins and Johnny DeLuca. Infield third to first, Junior Caminero, Taylor Walls, Richie Palacios, and Jonathan Aranda with Liam Hicks back behind the plate.
Now Jackson Holliday. Left on left here. And the first pitch strike. Holliday had a hit last night in 5 at-bats. Second last night, third tonight. The foul ball back. In fact, as we mentioned, Alonso leading off last night for the first time, and O'Neill in the leadoff spot tonight. First time for him. Two up, 2 down. 2 strikes on Holliday. And he got him. Fastball right there. A 1-2-3 inning for Seymour. And the Rays come in to hit. No score. Tonight's lineup brought to you by Orlando Health for the Rays. Yandy's going to lead it off, followed by Jonathan Aranda, and then Junior Caminero. Hicks back in the cleanup spot in front of Chandler Simpson, DeLuca, Mullins, Palacios, and Walls to round it out.
Well, taking the mound tonight for the Baltimore Orioles is going to be right-hander Kyle Bradish. 7-11 on the season, ERA of 3.69. He got 121 strikeouts and 127 innings. Has been throwing the ball well as of late.
And a cut and miss by Yandy to begin his at bat.
His last 9 starts, he's 4-4, but with a 2.85 earned run average, and he keeps it pretty simple as far as the mix goes. A couple of fastballs, couple of breaking balls.
And there's a ball hit on the ground to third. Encarnacion Strand up with it, and Yandy is the first out.
Well, let's take a look at the rest of that Oriole defense and see how it will line up. Outfield left to right, we've got Christian Franklin, Leody Tavares, and Tyler O'Neill. Joining Christian Encarnacion Strand on the infield will be Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Holliday, and Pete Alonso, with Carlos Narvaez back behind the plate.
And Jonathan Aranda at the plate, and the batter's box here, starting the night with an average of 284. Looks at one wide.
Interesting with Bradish, a starting pitcher that does not have an off-speed pitch. Doesn't throw a split, doesn't throw a changeup. He's 2-seam, 4-seam, slider, curveball.
Foul the other way.
You would think
yes,
that would be something that would have been in the works or would be in the works. Something to, to pair with those fastballs, to have something to pull the string on, either a straight changeup or you can go with a split. There's so many different versions of it, but he has not gone down that road.
Foul right back. The fastball there, and it's 1-2. You know, you really would think about some kind of change-up or something.
Especially as a starter. You know, a bullpen guy, you want to be a fastball, breaking ball guy, no problem. But a starter, it's only going to help you. It's going to, you know, it's going to work off of that fastball, so that's going to be one good thing. And it's also going to make those fastballs better. It'll add, you know, some velocity to him. But he's never gone down that road.
There's a liner, and it's going to be a base hit. A leap by Holiday. He came up empty. And Aranda has himself a base hit.
Boy, that looked from up here that he had a shot at it. There was almost like a mistimed leap, or just didn't, you know, where the ball was going to be. Four-seam fastball, got a little natural cut to it, but Aranda, quick with that barrel, and yeah, it just was away from him. He was high enough. The ball was just out of his reach.
So Jonathan aboard for Junior Caminero. Pops that one up foul, and that's going to carry about 10 rows into the field seats. Strike one. You know, most of the Rays lineup, not a lot of at-bats against Bradish, except Yandy leading off. He started the night 10 of 25 with a homer against him. Jonathan Aranda is now 3 of 8 against him with a home run, and Caminero 2 for 5. That's a pretty good pitch right there. 0-2.
Dwayne, I've done a little research here, and I see that Bradish had a changeup back in 22 and 23.
Well,
so he did throw one at one time. Didn't throw it a lot, but he did throw one at one time, and then starting in 24, he went away from it.
You know, you can see, you look sinker, slider, curveball, and the four seam. You can see how those pitches might have a little different movement, you know, when they approach the plate, different directions. But you would think that a changeup would be great.
Yeah. And you think about it, he has 2 velocity landing points, because the difference between his slider and his curveball is not that much. It's not like it's a slow curve and you're getting a change of speed from that. So, you know, he's got his, you know, curveball sitting around at 84, 85, the sliders at 87, and then the 2 fastballs are mid-90s. Yep. So he's got 2 landing points in velocity, and just the 2 breaking balls, 2 fastballs. Really interesting as a starting pitcher, who, by the way, can get deep into games regularly.
And the take there down, 2-2.
But to completely move away from it, you're just like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
You've done it. It was a few years ago.
Into the dirt and blocked. Ball hit the dirt well out in front of the plate. A little easier for Narvaez to block, and the count is full.
That is trying to really overdo it on the curveball. You are trying to be so nasty with that pitch, you end up yanking it, boy, about 50 feet into the ground. That was well out in front of the plate.
Now the full count pitch. And a swing and miss. And he got some great movement on that one.
He did, but I'll tell you what, that was a ball out of the hand. And this is where Junior usually has been taking his walks on a ball like this. That was never in the zone. That came out flat. It wasn't anywhere near that strike zone, and he still got Junior to go after it. Just didn't pick it up very well.
And there's Hicks, the Rays catcher. William Hicks at 285. Ball one. So the overall numbers for him right there. Lifted toward left center. Franklin in line to make the catch as he puts it away. We got inning 2, no score.
Panera.
All right, I gotta go stretch. I love you guys. Pilates time. Pilates time. That's Johnny Cochran. Come on, Dickerson. Feel it.
Well, as you can tell right there, Richie Palacios mic'd up. The active mic presented by the active cash card. Richie out there at second base.
Sounds like it could be a fun night.
Got a lot of energy.
Yeah, he does. Some personality mixed in there with it. How about it? Pilates. I heard that, you know, got to get back into that plan. Pilates is a great workout. It's a great workout. The reformer.
You'll have to tell me all about it. 1-2 the count here on Mayo.
It looks like you're on a medieval torture, you know.
Yep.
And you kind of are, I guess. But it's a great workout nonetheless. The medieval torture table.
I could see how it might be interesting to some people. 1-2. Oh, he got him a big cut and miss on the fastball. Got a strikeout of Holiday to end the top of the first. He gets Mayo to begin the second.
And I'll tell you, that ball has some good carry on it. You're talking about a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, Advent Health strike zone, and he takes it right to the upper third. That's not even a chase up above the zone. That's a strike. And still is able to get it to jump that swing, jump that bat.
Well, here's Gunnar Henderson. And the pitch is a strike, left on left here. And he is down in the 5th spot.
Quick early timeout, too. I think Ian Seymour going quick kind of threw him off there. You wonder why he's not hitting leadoff every game against the Rays.
Really? Look at his career numbers. He crowded him there. And he fouls it back. 0-2.
333, 380 on base percentage, 24 extra base hits in 46 games against the Rays in his career.
Seymour up in the count. That pitch is up. Taken for ball 1.
Went 4 for 4 last night, a home run, drove in 2, had a double. His previous 20 games, he was hitting 157.
But those lifetime numbers against the Rays, and there's another hit against the Rays. Drops in front of Mullins on a 1-2 count. Henderson aboard his first time up tonight.
You could probably count on one hand how many hitters look forward to facing Rays pitching. And he's one of them. The only guy with a higher career OPS against the Rays pitching staff is Mike Trout. That's it.
And Henderson's starting to put the pressure on him. He's 5 for 5 now.
Yeah.
To begin this series.
He had 11 hits total in his previous 20 games. Almost has half that in the last game plus an inning.
Christian Encarnacion Strand. 1 strike on him. Henderson with a lead off first. Lifted into center. A lot of hang time on this one. And Mullins is right there. 2 gone. Well, the Rays come in with a record of 74 and 47. Baltimore 59 and 63. And this Baltimore club has not been easy for the Rays over the past few years either. Rays 3 and 4 against them in the season series so far this year. That pitch, a ball, but the Rays are going to challenge it.
Going to get it. Good job there by Hicks.
There you go. ABS powered by T-Mobile, and the Rays got a strike out of that on Christian Franklin. And he follows it up with the change.
I love the ABS challenge, the tap on the head, because that's like the universal move for I'm in a horrible conversation. Can somebody come save me?
Yeah, that's just before you feign illness.
Right. If you're not saved after the head tap, yes, then something's going horribly bad and you need to excuse yourself.
Ooh.
Another one close.
Ooh,
he thought about it and then pulled off. Look at that.
Yep.
In real time, he started to go down and then abort.
I mean, there's some quick thinking.
Yeah. He's like, okay, that you didn't. I'm going to. Nah. He did a psych on Stu Sherwater. He psyched him.
Hicks can do more than just swing the bat. 2-2. Ooh. Full count. And Seymour, 10th start, 39th appearance overall. Tavares is on deck. And that's upstairs. So a single and a walk in the inning. 2 on, 2 out.
This may not seem that interesting to people at home. I think it is. Do you know Baltimore has now drawn a walk in 114 straight games? The next highest streak is Detroit, and they've drawn a walk in 48 straight.
That's incredible.
One game this year they didn't draw a walk. It was back on April the 5th against the Pirates. Other than that, they've walked from April 6th until today. They have drawn a walk in every single game.
Yeah, that's remarkable. And when you think about how far back the second most walking team.
That's what, yeah, 48. Not enough games left in the season to catch them.
A 1-1 count to Tavares. Missed the fastball there. 1-2.
That's the other thing about this Baltimore offense. They're not afraid to strike out either. They're right at the top of the list with strikeouts and walks, so they're not afraid of deep counts, seeing a lot of pitches.
And a base hit through the left side. Henderson's going to head to the plate, will score standing. And Baltimore takes a 1-0 lead.
And look what that walk ends up doing. The base hit by Gunnar Henderson, you can set your clock to that. That's what he does against Rays pitching. But then the 2-out walk, and then all of a sudden the Orioles are able to capitalize. Get a pitch right there. He does a nice job of staying on that changeup and just wraps it in the hole.
So the 2-out single gives Baltimore the early lead and brings Kyle Snyder out of the dugout and headed to the mound for a little get-together before they face Carlos Narvaez, the catcher. Well, our Toyota trend, take a look at the American League East. Inside the division, the Rays with 22 wins and 14 losses. And next would be Toronto, the only other team in the division inside the division over 500. And they have that one game over because they picked up that victory today, and the Yankees now 200.
Yeah. I mean, listen, that's been the story throughout history. You want to win your division, you've got to play well within it. And the Rays certainly are doing that.
1 to Narvaez. On the ground is short. Walls up with it. He throws a strike to first. A run on 2 hits, 2 left. Chandler Simpson will lead off when we come back. For the first hit and every hit this season, Suncoast Credit Union donates $79 to local nonprofits. Visit suncoast.com/Rays for more information. Rays coming into bat in the bottom of the second inning. A base runner on the Aranda base hit in the first. He was left on. And in the second, it will be Chandler Simpson, Johnny DeLuca, and then Cedric Mullins against Kyle Bradish. Bradish, the 29-year-old right-hander.
Encarnacion Strand at third base is playing well in the cut of the turf. Take away that bunt, and he is starting to sneak even closer.
There's a little chop toward the middle. Backhand, long throw, no chance. Base hit on the chopper down the middle of the infield.
If you are an infielder, and especially if you are a middle infielder, and you have to retreat on a ground ball by Chandler Simpson, it's a hit. As soon as he has to retreat to get the hop, forget it. It just takes too long. If you're not charging, or if it's not sharply hit right at you, you're not going to be able to make the play. Not that there was anything wrong with what Holiday did. It was just the nature of the chop.
Well, so Chandler at first now, leading off. Draws a throw. He has 16 consecutive successful stolen bases.
And base stealers against Bradish have a sub 50% success rate. They are 3 for 7, and he has a pickoff. So this is a real interesting matchup.
It's fouled back.
And you can see how quick he is to the plate. But Dwayne, this kind of leads us right into our forward keys. It's been a huge part of the Rays' offensive game this year. They lead the American League with 125 steals. Run, baby, run. And how about this month? In the month of August, they are ramping it up. 22 out of 23.
A little chopper towards second. Out there, and out at first. DeLuca chopped that one into a double play, and they just did get him at first.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you got to give a lot of credit there to Gunnar Henderson coming across the bag, because he threw an absolute seed to first base. That was the only way you were going to get DeLuca. There's the shovel, and then right there, boy, he steps into that throw, and he needed to.
Anything less than that, and DeLuca's safe at first.
Yep, that was an absolute bullet.
So just like that, the bases are empty for Cedric Mullins. Lifting it into short center. And it will retire the side. Inning 3 coming, 1-0 Baltimore.
Ball.
You are watching Rays baseball, presented by Union Home Mortgage. Great night at the ballpark. We're only 2 innings in.
Yeah,
a lot going on here.
We just had a big proposal, Dwayne.
Yes, we did.
You know, when the music starts up, proposed to her in tonight's giveaway cowboy hat / snapback hat. There they are.
Oh, there's the happy couple. She said yes.
Got to be pretty confident, right?
Yeah, in front of thousands of people.
Right. You got to be so confident you're going to get a yes.
This one is fouled out of play. I know we're here with thousands of people, but you're the only person I see.
There you go. If you look at you.
Will you?
Look at you.
Well, there you go. The happy couple. Ground ball, scooped there by Walls, and he makes the play. Nicely done. O'Neill is out number 1. Rays season membership is not just a seat at your place in Rays history. So be the first in line For postseason tickets, exclusive member pricing, and the opportunity to claim your place in the forever home of the Rays. Secure your seat for 2027 at RaysBaseball.com/memberships. Alonso with a big swing and a foul ball back. Every swing he takes is big.
Does not get cheated. I mean, that's what he. Yeah, that's what he's up there to do. Drive in runs, drive himself in. And there you go, right there. That,
yep.
Mean intentions on that swing.
0-2. Upstairs. 2 strikes. Out of play. Ooh, broken bat, and that ball is going to drop into short left. Well, the bat barreled in between the mound and that about halfway down the third base line.
Just shows you how strong he is, because that was not a bad pitch at all by Seymour. Change up. I mean, you take that below the knees on the outside corner. But Alonso, boy, he's able to cover the plate barely, but so strong, still able to flutter that ball to left.
Boy, what a great shot that was. You can see the bat just disintegrate off the end down there, break into 2 pieces. Nice work to follow that shot. Holiday, a tap right side. Oh, and the ball dropped by Aranda. He had to play at second base and could not hang on to the baseball.
Yep, going into the glove with a little spin move to make that throw, and he would have had him if he was able to get that ball out of the glove cleanly. Nice job charging, turning, getting his footwork set, and then right there just never got a good grip on it.
Well, how about that? A broken bad base hit, and then this. That's going to go as a fielder's choice and an error charged to Aranda. 5th of the year now. 2 men on with 1 out, and Kobe Mayo, the designated hitter, at the plate. Roller shortstop. They're going to get the out at second, and boy, he had to lean into that one to come up with the throw to get the force.
I'll tell you what, I thought for sure Taylor was going to take the out at first. That would have been the easier play. But trusting that Palacios is going to be there and then having to make a difficult throw all the way across his body. I mean, that's not a real easy to play there for either of them.
So first and third with 2 outs. And here's that guy again, Henderson. Fouls it right back, strike 1. I mean, every time he's come up, they've had runners on base. Except the second when he singled and scored. Now first and third. Fly ball, center field, right there. Mullins puts it away, and through all of that, no runs. It's 1-0 Baltimore. Rays fans, get ready for courage in the third. If the Rays score a run in the third inning, you score free Wisconsin cheese curds. Well, how about that? We had the bottom of the second inning, a 4-pitch inning for Bradish. And in the top of the third, with all that was going on there, a couple men left on base, just 12 pitches for Seymour in that one. A lot going on in those condensed innings. Now Richie Palacios. Upstairs. Walls will follow, and then Yandy Diaz. He's in Kyle Bradish. Take in 2-0. Three and 0. One. Bradish coming off a 6-inning outing on the road against Texas. His last outing, 5-1 loss. He gave up 2 of those runs, only 1 earned in 6 innings. Took the loss. That's a liner into right center. Going to be in there for a base hit. Backhanded stop. Palacios going to go for 2, and he's in there. Some aggressive base running. Heads up by Palacios to run that into a double.
And part of that is scouting. What outfielders are you going to run on? And the other part of that was the realization that he hits this ball so hard that it forces Tyler O'Neill deep into right center field. He wasn't able to run straight across and cut that out. He had to give up some ground and angle himself back towards center. And Richie realized he's a long way away. That's a long throw. I'm going.
Yeah, that throw had a lot of air under it, too. Throwing it from that deep spot out there. So here's Taylor Walls with a man in scoring position.
A ball in the same spot that wasn't hit as sharply. O'Neill's able to angle that, cut it off, and keep Richie at first, but he forced him back deep.
Yep.
And then that you got to give that credit to Richie to realize, hey, that's a deep, long throw, and because O'Neill had the ball in his glove before Richie hit first base. I mean, that's the fact.
Yep.
And so Richie had a long way to go, but realized, you know what? His momentum is taking him towards center field. It's a long throw. I got a full head of steam. I'm going to go for it. That's what this team does. They are very aggressive on the base paths.
Well, you force the opposition to execute, sometimes go beyond. Hey, there's a line drive, base hit into right. O'Neill charges. Palacios is going to stop at third. Now headed down to second. Throw there. Oh, safe. He got in head first. So Palacios is at third, and Walls winds up.
How about the
read? Called it second.
How about the read by Taylor Walls? He's running to first and coming around the back. Well, let's take a look at the replay right here. Taylor Walls, that four-seam fastball, he rips it right over the head of Holiday into right field. Now he's coming around first base. He reads that throw is too high to be cut, so he takes off towards second and is able to get in ahead of the tag.
The safe call at second base.
So the call is going to be challenged on what now would be a single.
And by the way,
second on the throw.
Go back and show that replay again. Remember when Taylor Walls hurt his fingers before that last road trip, or maybe it was on the last road trip? He slid into second base right there with that left hand, and you could see him grimace. Those fingers are still bothering him.
Well, the manager's challenge brought to you by Mazda.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner's out. Baltimore retains the challenge.
Well, you heard the result.
Trying to get that left hand. Oh, that left foot hit him, and then he dropped the tag on him. I don't think that was obviously on purpose by Gunnar Henderson, but watch the foot right there come get him in the elbow, and then there's the tag right before the hand gets to the bag. And remember, that left hand banged up. And you can see that a lot of that didn't feel good to Taylor Walls.
So Walls gets the base hit, and he is out. O'Neill, Narvaez to Henderson. The 9-2-6 on the out. Infield up. Yandy in the batter's box. That's ball one.
Yeah, watch this again. Watch the reaction. There's that, and there's that. Then the left hand, and watch Taylor. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot there that hurt. Elbow, those fingers.
Now, snap throw to third. They throw it into left. And that's going to allow Palacios to score. The Rays get the run, and it's a tie game, 1-1. Well, how about all of that? It's going to be an error charge to Narvaez on the throw. And the Rays get the run.
We see this a lot because the Rays are so aggressive on the base paths that teams will try to backpick them. And Narvaez there just nowhere near where that throw needed to be. He turns, fires, and it's wide, it sails. And Richie's able to scramble to his feet, tie the game.
Yandy takes ball 3. A lot of action here, starting with the bottom of the lineup, and now Yandy topside takes a strike. It's 3-1.
I'll tell you what, between that and the vibe in this building, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people here tonight. Obviously, the concert, big concert night. The third deck is well populated.
Roller out to second for Holiday. And Yandy grounds out for the second time tonight, 0 for 2. And the second out of the inning.
Yeah, look at that.
Yep. Jordan Davis is here. A couple of great songs. Learn the hard way and turn this truck around. Jonathan Aranda strokes a base hit into right, and he is 2 for 2. So a 1-1 ball game here. The Rays with 5 hits, sending the first 11 men to the plate. They have 5 hits.
Got a curveball there. Did not hit it well. That ball got in on him just a little bit, but he got enough of it. Got it airborne, dropped it in, keeps the inning going. Something we've seen the Rays do an awful lot of. You know, 2 strike or 2 outs. Doesn't look like much is going on, and then all of a sudden they start to build an inning. See if they can do it again.
Strike 1 to Junior.
Batter challenging the pitch.
And we're going to have that pitch challenged.
Not going to go well.
The pitch is a strike. Tampa Bay has 1 challenge remaining.
A challenge remaining for the Rays. There it is. Just on that corner at 96. And 96 again. Out over the plate. 0-2. And a foul ball. Did it go directly into the mid or not?
Well,
Narvaez is trying to sell it.
He's saying that he caught it. And yeah, they're saying that that hit the ground. Narvaez is saying that he kept it from the dirt.
He's trying to sell it as a foul tip, but it's got to go directly into the mitt.
Let's see, rattles off the thumb.
No.
What was? That's a good sell job by.
Yeah, I don't know what the conversation would be on that.
This is about as clear as it gets. Foul tip off the glove, right into the dirt.
Yeah, and for it to be a foul tip strikeout, the actual definition of a foul tip is a ball like that that goes directly into the catcher's mitt. And there was no evidence of that at all on the replay. Here it is.
Well, there's a lot of evidence, not circumstantial, that it hits the dirt.
Yeah.
That's
and if the catcher, he didn't catch it, and there was contact made.
Very confused.
So the count remains 2 strikes. I mean, it's just a foul ball.
Right.
I mean, it's a foul ball. I mean,
again, confused.
Yeah. Well, they got to know each other a little better on the conversation. But all that came to. Into the dirt, blocked. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Thought he might challenge that for a strike.
Well, he'll be out of challenges pretty soon. Third, reaching down for the pickup. Encarnacion Strand to Holiday. Rays get a run, and through 3, we're tied 1-1.
Him man's best friend.
You scored free Wisconsin cheese curds. Visit Coors.com/Rays. Sign into delicious rewards. Redeem your free medium cheese curds with any order through tomorrow at participating Tampa Bay area Culver's. Christian Encarnacion Strand takes a look at a strike. Ian Seymour, 27-year-old lefty on the hill for the Rays. A hot shot foul. Well, I'll tell Seymour making, as we mentioned earlier, his 10th start, 39th appearance. He's been busy. He has 9 wins, 2 saves and 2 save opportunities, and 10 holds. So he's been busy and contributing almost every time he's out there.
Yeah, just another one of those selfless guys. He'll do whatever is asked of him. Want me to finish the game? Fine. You want me to come in bulk? Look at his last 4 outings. His last 4 outings, he's 3-1 with a 1.99. 2 of them were starts. 2 of them were being the bulk guy, coming in after an opener.
Yep.
You tell me when I'm going to pitch, and I'll go out there and do my best to get outs.
And a foul tip. Now that's a foul tip. Right directly back into the mitt of Hicks. A foul tip strikeout for out number 1.
And we don't need to ask anybody. Up above the zone, he gets him to chase. Hicks does a great job of holding on. Orlando Health slow-mo replay, 4-seam fastball right up there at the letters. And he gets him.
First pitch is fouled away. Christian Franklin getting a start in left field. Drew a walk in the 2nd. 1-1. Franklin, a recent acquisition for Baltimore from the Washington Nationals. That's a strike. 2-2. And a wave and miss. Changed up and strikes him out.
Tell you that those two pitches complement each other so well. He gets good depth on the changeup. See it right here. We see how that four-seam fastball rides, and the fact that you can go out and do that not without being overpowering. You know, the fastball's at 92. That changeup plays off of it very well. A lot of swing and miss, and he can ring up some strikeout numbers. Pretty impressive.
Tavares fly ball toward the line and right, and it's foul. Down near the bullpen mound.
I mean, Ian Seymour is at 10.6 strikeouts per 9. That's in the 87th percentile for a strikeout rate with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yep.
But you know what? Changeup, sweep. He's unpredictable.
And a wave and miss.
Those guys, they think they can get to it. They see that pitch up close to their eyes. They're like, it's only going to be 92, maybe 93, maybe 91. I'm going to get up there and get to it, but that ball's got some carry to it, and it's deceptive. Does not have a huge velocity differential. 8, that's good. But boy, does he pair those two pitches together.
And a little popper caught by Palacios. And Tavares is out in a 1-2-3 inning. 1-1 ball game.
Taking care of our own.
Time. Good swing, Fadio.
Well, that takes you inside the action right there.
Well, you heard what he was feeling when Narvaez tried to backpick him.
Yep.
There was that just instant panic that this throw's coming for me, and then the dive back in and eventually would score.
Well, the Rays tied it with that run in the third. Now the bottom of the fourth. And strike to Hicks. It's down 1-1. Facing Kyle Bradish.
I was wondering coming in how patient the Rays would be with Kyle Bradish. When you look at his first pitch strike percentage, well below major league average, and you look at his zone percentage, well below major league average. So he's not in the zone nearly as often as average, and same thing with first pitch strikes. So he's working from behind quite a bit at times.
Yep.
He had the 54 walks coming in 127 innings. Not egregiously high.
Well, it's 2-2 on Hicks with Simpson on deck, followed by DeLuca. That's going to be just foul. Wow. Boy, if that's fair, he's got extra bases.
I mean, a few inches. That pitch running away and off the plate. He just slaps it, and just a little too much slice.
Boy, a good left-handed bat, aside from what he will do behind the plate, but they've added a solid left-handed bat here to this lineup. And you know what was Yandy and Aranda and then Junior, and then everybody else could get creative. But this guy, just his presence makes a big difference. Or is it foul?
Well, he hits for average, and he does a good job of that because he, patient at the plate, doesn't chase a lot, doesn't swing and miss a lot. Got more walks than strikeouts on the season.
That's the amazing thing. With some pop.
With some pop. He'll hit some home runs. He's been very productive, has driven in close to 70 runs. And because he's willing to take those walks, he's got a good on-base percentage. I mean, his hitting profile fits this lineup perfectly.
And he draws the leadoff walk. So Hicks is aboard, bringing up Chandler Simpson, who's had a good month.
And doing that right there, not overswinging, thinking about hitting that ball hard, thinking hitting that ball low to the earth. That's where it's at the very best there for Chandler Simpson. 11 games. How about that? 444 on the average. He's driven in 5. He's stealing a ton of bags.
And he makes the opposing defense nervous.
Yes, he does. And listen, Encarnacio Strand, if he gets any closer, they'll be able to shake hands.
Exactly right.
I mean, he just keeps creeping in over there at third base. Right there, and then as the pitch is getting ready to be delivered, he will start to creep. And that's why a pitch like that, that's a little bit closer to the plate, that's where Chandler can slap it right by that third baseman, because he's so close, he has no reaction time. If it's not hit directly at him, it's going to get by him.
It's going to be a strike, 2-1. Ground ball chopped through the right side. Hicks will stop at second. 2 men on with nobody out, and Chandler's 2 for 2.
Yeah, another ground ball that finds a hole. Chandler Simpson gets the breaking ball. It's working its way down and in, so he just rolls it over to that right side. Curveball, just slaps it and finds that open hole. What do you think the nervous level right now is of Liam Hicks, knowing that Chandler's right behind him? Right? You got to go.
Heads up. Be alert.
A ball hit the gap.
Take off.
You better go.
Yep. Oriole conference on the mound. Drew French, pitching coach out there.
Well, right now you're out there talking defensively, what you're going to do, how you're going to attack Johnny DeLuca, and you're also thinking the way that the Rays do things, he might bunt.
Yep.
He probably will bunt. And so how are you going to defend it? How aggressive will you get if you're Baltimore?
Well, Hicks second, Simpson at first. Alonso's in at first base. And the bunt popped up, and it's going to be caught. No place to go with the throw. So the Rays trying to bunt, and DeLuca pops out. So that's 1 away.
Now, let's see, he gets squared around, and you see how he kind of jabs at the baseball. We were talking about that on that last road trip, where you square around and you kind of set the angle of that bat, and you want to use the bat like a glove. You're trying to catch that baseball. When you end up jabbing at it, a lot of times what happens? The bat barrel goes down and it pops the ball up.
Yep. Yeah, tough to jab in a bunt situation.
Yeah, because that again, that you have it already set, and then when you jab, the barrel comes down, and now instead of catching the ball, you kind of hit the bottom half of it, and it pops into the air.
Take another look at that. That's what you're talking about right here.
Just you want to angle that barrel a little higher and stay on top of that baseball. But that can also be tough on pitches that are elevated. You know, that's what you would do as a pitcher. You knew it was an obvious bunt situation, and all of a sudden I'm in the middle of my windup and I'm throwing a fastball, and I see the guy square around. I'm putting that up there by the letters and say, try to bunt that one. If you get on top of it, good for you, but you might pop it up.
Mullins fouls it to take the count to 2-2. Upstairs, and it's going to be challenge.
A bad challenge. It's going to be a miss.
You're right again. And the count is full. I'll tell you, I'm impressed by you more and more. I mean, you're right on it.
Listen, at the end of the year, we're going to talk. I'm going to set you straight. I'm not that good.
3-2. Oh, a strike called, and now Mullins.
Oh, it's not going to go well.
Batter challenging the pitch.
This is an emotional challenge, and he's going to lose.
See?
The pitch is a strike. Tampa Bay has
Not only do we get great coverage of balls and strikes, but we get a little psychoanalysis there. It's an emotional call,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he gets rung up, and he's like, no, that ball was in. I'm not going to go. You know, if this is strike 1 or 2, probably nothing. But when it's going to lead to a strikeout, now he wants to challenge it.
2 men on, 2 men out, and it's up to Richie Palacios here if the Rays are going to break this 1-1 tie. Richie sends it into center field. Tavares goes back, turns, and makes the catch. And the Rays strand 2. We are through 4, 1-1. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but don't be late to first pitch. Celebrate Margaritaville at Tropicana Field. August 16th, Rays take on the Orioles. Purchase the Margaritaville ticket package for a seat to the game and a Margaritaville tropical shirt. Visit RaysBaseball.com/Margaritaville. Carlos Narvaez will lead off here against Ian Seymour. Narvaez, the right-handed hitting catcher, takes a strike. Into the top of the order, Tyler O'Neill and Pete Alonso. Two. Pitch count in good order. Oh, that's a strike, and he is out, number 1. So Ian Seymour has picked up strikeout number 5.
Orlando House slow-mo replay. Yep, went too far, and he was asking, trying to do the preemptive, like I could not have possibly have swung if I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, here's a strike, and now we're going to have this one
challenge in the pitch.
Challenge. O'Neill disagreed with the call.
The pitch is a strike. Baltimore's exhausted all their challenges for the game.
So Baltimore exhausting their challenges.
How you like that? That was a very definitive don't challenge me. Now, because now you've exhausted all of them for the rest of the game.
Yep.
You and the Rays. That's what you 2 teams get.
Well, they should consult with you first.
No, listen. I've got the cheat code, Wayne.
That's why they should consult with you. 0-2 now. Connected down the right side. Well, foul.
That's what's really interesting, and that's why they have to challenge immediately. But just for that reason.
Yeah.
Because if you could get a sign from somebody,
yeah, you could work that all night long.
You could work that all night long. So that's why the challenge has to be immediate, and if it's not, they'll say, nope, sorry, you didn't challenge quick enough.
Yep. A little bit high there. 1-2.
If they feel like there is any amount of time that you could have, been given a sign, a whistle, something, they will not allow it.
And a cut and miss there. Strikeout number 6.
I mean, one after the other. And this is what makes, Seymour dangerous, is not only can he pair the fastball with the changeup, but he will use that sweeper, and you see it right there against the right-handed hitter. Same thing with the lefties.
Yep.
He's got the fastball sweeper against them, but he'll use the changeup too, so you can't really eliminate one of those pitches. And that's what hitters like to do. And you see it with some pitchers. They won't throw the breaking ball very much, left on right.
Yep.
It'll be the fastball changeup pretty much primarily, and you can start to eliminate pitches. Seymour does not allow that, or allow for that.
With nothing. Seymour now with 90. What's he got now? 95, 96 innings. And for the year, 112 strikeouts.
Yeah, I mean, when you're getting close to 11 strikeouts per 9, usually you're a big power guy.
Yep.
92. But he's got deception, he's got pitchability, change of speed.
And for the last out, strikeouts, all swinging strikes, by the way. Three and one. Third 3-ball count of the night for Seymour. And that's a strike. You can see Alonso get rid of the bat and start to take a trip down to first, and it's a strike.
Got to try to sell it right there, top of the zone.
So full count.
And he couldn't have challenged even if he wanted to, Dwayne, because they have been exhausted for the game.
Here we go, 3-2. And it's sky deep to right. DeLuca is going to go to the track, and that ball is gone. So Alonso on a 3-2 pitch muscles it out to the opposite field for his 27th home run of the year. How about that?
He slapped a ball into the right field seats, well into the right field seats. That is some kind of power. The breaking ball, a no-doubter the other way.
Wow. Holiday. That's impressive. Hot shot. That's going to be fair. Down toward the corner. Extra bases for Holiday. Standing at second with a double. So on back-to-back pitches, the Alonso home run and the double by Holiday. And the Rays going to have a little mound conference.
Well, that fastball in, and Holiday two-seamer just stays behind it and rips that barrel through the zone. Down into the corner it goes.
Well, for Alonso, 27 home runs, 12 have been to the opposite field. And he leads the major leagues in opposite field home runs. Right there's the list. Yandy fifth on the list with 8. Right now the Rays are down by 1. 2-1. It'll be Mayo, the hitter. He has struck out, reached on a fielder's choice. And that pitch just missed. One ball, no strike count. One and one. Baltimore with a run in the second inning. RBI single by Tavares. Rays a run in the third. Palacios opened with a double and scored, and here Alonso took the home run in the fifth. Mayo fouls it out of play. And it's now 1-2. And there's a swing and miss. Got him on the changeup. Another strikeout. A run on the home run. It's 2-1 Baltimore.
Mommy loves you.
Well, we're headed into the bottom of the fifth inning in a 2-1 game. Baltimore leading the Rays. And as you know, through the season, we have 2 or 3 times chatted with the Rays CEO Ken Babby about the development of a possible new ballpark in the Hillsborough College Dale Mabry campus in Tampa. And we have, oh, there's a fly ball short left, going to be caught by Franklin. Walls is out of there. We are happy to have Dr. Ken Atwater, the president of Hillsborough College, and welcome to the booth.
Thank you.
And we're
Thank you.
Number one, we're going to see if you can get us 2 or 3 runs here this inning.
Yes. I hope I'm the good luck charm.
I'll tell you, one gone here, and now here's Yandy. You know, let's talk about, I mean, you have some, there's a pitch upstairs with the Hillsborough College night last night. Celebrated Hillsborough College here at the ballpark. And you can give us a little update on how that process is progressing.
Well, first of all, let me say thank you for recognizing our latest tennis team.
Yes.
You know, they've won the National Two-Year College Tournament Championship 2 out of the last 3 years. If you're a tennis player, I advise you not to play our latest tennis team.
Well, yeah, we don't have to worry about that. No, I would defer to BA with that left-hand serve.
I'm not going to touch it. I don't want to take the loss.
Okay.
I don't want to take the loss.
I'm going to agree. It would probably be a loss. I would tell you that.
Well, tell us a little something about your school.
Well, you know, Hillsborough College has been in existence over 60 years now. We're over in Tampa. We're a multi-campus college. And we, as everybody say, what do you do? We do everything. I tell people we are the talent pipeline for workers in Tampa.
Not a bad thing to be.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
No, especially with the way that this area is growing. And obviously that's part of what we're going to talk about, the growing the stadium, the development project, and what that would do for your school.
Well, ultimately, the opportunity to actually create a partnership with the Rays that we're talking about is generational. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the college. And we are extremely proud to actually be a part of this perceived development, this conceived development that is coming up. We're extremely proud to do that. It is such a benefit to us. First and foremost, it's a benefit to our students. Mm-hmm. Just think about it. They will be living in a real world work environment, and all they have to do is go right next door to get an intern or apprenticeship, or else talk about doing some IT work, or either cybersecurity or AI. All of those, especially culinary or hospitality. We train all of those fields and workforce training that we do. And they were just a footstep away from getting a job.
Or catching a game.
Or catching a game.
Catching a concert.
Right. Catching a concert again. Exactly right.
But what you're really talking about is opportunity and preparation to take advantage of that opportunity.
Well, the Rays have come up with a saying that I really, really love, and it is work, live, learn, and play. Mm-hmm. What better environment to have what I call a complete lifestyle right there in your backyard. Yep. And so forth. And the opportunity, now think about this, the campus we're talking about re-imaging has been in existence since 1970, 74, yep. And so forth. We annually spend millions on deferred maintenance and upkeep. For example, we have elevators that we can't find parts for because they no longer make them.
No.
But to re-image that campus and put it in what I call the 2026 environment is going to be a tremendous learning environment for our students. And we couldn't walk away from it. But more importantly, partnerships is our middle name, and the Rays come along and it's a great thing. They really believe in community investment, and we are community focused.
Yeah, and the upgrades like you're talking about to modernize everything.
Oh.
How awesome would that be for the faculty, the
students?
Yes.
Yeah, and just all of us. I mean, I do say all of us. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'm glad that the Rays think that the partnership with us will work, and we're glad that we think with the partnership with the Rays would work. I'd say it again. They are really community. They are really invested in this community, and we're community focused. So that is a natural fit from our perspective.
And a wave and miss there. 2-2 on Caminero. Well, opportunity, particularly for the students that Hillsborough College has served, I think is absolutely necessary for the transformation. I mean, I think any of us right here can talk about the time when we were 17 or 18, 19 years old, and what we were able to take advantage of to give us some idea of what we would like to do, and then a place to hone that skill.
Oh, definitely, definitely. You know, we serve nearly 48,000 students annually on our 5 different sites. And economically, we have about a $1.6 billion economic impact actually to the area that we're doing. And we primarily do that through training people to get jobs.
Yep.
Yeah, to get jobs. I will tell you, we change people's lives because we credential them or degree them and put them on the pathway for improving their life, not only theirs, but their family, their community. And when that happens, we all win.
Yeah, and as quickly as the economy continues to grow, an institution like Hillsborough College gives those youngsters a chance to keep pace and get a glimpse of what they have to prepare for the future.
Hey, the quality of our education is second to none.
Yep.
But one of the best things about that is that we are affordable.
Yep.
Yeah, we're only $100 a credit hour. Think about it. It takes 60 credit hours to graduate from us with an AA degree.
Yep.
If you add that with $100, that's $6,000 for 2 years of study.
Yeah.
I challenge you to find wherever you can get something.
Yeah, and we both can relate to that, believe me.
Definitely.
I could use that diploma.
Yeah.
I could use that diploma on the wall in the office.
You got it. You got it.
Definitely.
Well, Dr. Atwater, thank you
Hey.
for stopping in. Anytime you want to come and chat, our door is open.
Hey, listen, I am a huge Rays fan. I love baseball. My father played baseball, and my best friend and I played baseball as kids growing up all the way through high school.
Yep.
He grew up a little bigger than I am and eventually moved to professional football.
Oh, wow.
And made a career in there, but he was a hell of a first baseman. Too tall Jones.
Oh, come on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a hell of a first baseman.
Wow. Yeah. Well, some kind of football player, too.
Oh, yeah. He could a little bit.
Yeah. Just a touch.
Just a little
Exactly.
bit. Hey, thank you.
Hey, congratulations on what you've done and what you will continue to do in the community. Great stuff.
Hey, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Pleasure.
Dr. Ken Atwater from Hillsborough College. And boy, what an important part of the community it is across the board. And I'll tell you, it helped me realize that nobody was going to pay me to play baseball, and I'd better do something else. So it was great. Well, here the Rays are down 2-1. Baltimore coming in to the top of the 6th inning. A 2-strike count on Gunnar Henderson. Henderson so far today is singled and a fly ball to center, 1 for 2. And he is out on strikes.
Boy, how about that? Another strikeout for Seymour, and this on a pitch that's nowhere near the strike zone. But Gunnar Henderson got it started a little too early, couldn't hold up. Watch this one. Out of the hand, it's a ball, stays a ball, and Henderson just can't help himself. Orlando Hell's slow-mo replay.
Maybe the Rays have finally found out a way to get him out.
No strikes. Don't throw him strikes.
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable what he has been able to do against this Rays pitching staff. Like I said, it's not very often a hitter is looking forward to facing the Rays, and I'm sure that his career numbers, he is, because they have been pretty otherworldly against really good pitching staffs.
Fouled back. Encarnacion Strand now with a 1-1 count. Two and one. Two balls, two strikes. Baltimore with a run in the second. The Rays a run in the third. Baltimore with a run in the fifth. We're in the top of the sixth. Fly ball back into left. Simpson's going to go to the track, and all he can do is watch it sail out into the seats. So the second home run in as many innings here for Baltimore. Alonso in the fifth. Encarnacion Strand here in the sixth inning. And it's 3-1 Baltimore.
Now let's take a look. That pitch, boy, he does a great job of staying back on that changeup. He was not fooled at all. Everything on that swing tells you that he recognized the pitch out of the hand. He was on time. And boy, that ball got popped pretty good. Well, usually you don't see a guy, not that you don't hit a changeup very well. I mean, you see, mistakes get hit all the time, but he was on time with everything. So that change of speed did nothing to get Encarnacion Strand off his stride, literally.
2 the count here. First in Franklin. Alonso the home run in the fifth. Encarnacion Strand the home run in the sixth. And it's a 2-run deficit for the Rays. It's going to be strike 3 call. 2 gone.
Right at the top of the zone. I mean, right at the top of the zone, middle of the plate. That was the two-seamer, too. Elevate the two-seamer.
Tavares. He drove in the first run of the game. Pushes a bunt foul up the first base side. Strike 1.
And chases the ball down.
Doing it all.
Yeah, I've not seen that one before. Foul right back. Well, a couple home runs over the last couple innings, and also if you go back to the last 8 outs, 7 of those have been on strikeouts. So it's been a swing and miss, and on a couple of occasions the long solo home run. Into center, it's going to hang up long enough, and Mullins runs it down. Bottom of inning 6 coming. Hicks will lead off.
Do sale today at Dick's.
Rays TV is brought to you by Advent Health. You are our priority in a medical emergency. By the Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card. Earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Terms apply. And by Bob's Carpet and Flooring. more savings, more selection, more locations, and more than just carpet. Rays coming in to hit in the bottom of the 6th inning. They're looking for more. Down 3-1. And Liam Hicks will lead off. Then Chandler Simpson and Johnny DeLuca. Kyle Bradish still out there. 71 pitches through 5. The first pitch is a ball. 2-0. Both teams with 6 hits, both teams with 1 error, both teams with 5 men left on base. And the Orioles lead the Rays 3-1. And Hicks takes that fastball for ball 3.
And that was a strike. But both teams are out of challenges, and so there's nothing you can do about it.
And ball 4. So for the second time tonight, Hicks has opened an inning by drawing a base on balls. He'll be one of the first to access seats in the forever home of the Rays. Place a deposit of $19.98 to join the thousands of fans already on board. With only 30,000 seats, you don't want to wait to secure yours in MLB's most intimate ballpark. Visit newballpark.raysbaseball.com. Chandler Simpson takes a strike. He has a 2-hit night going. Average up to 310 now. One ball, 1 strike. To start a play today, there were only 3 300 hitters in the American League, and the Rays have 2 of them. Simpson started at 306. He has the 2 hits tonight. Little tap, that's going to be a tough play. Bare hand pickup, and they got him, and that was the only way they were going to get him, with that bare hand pickup and throw.
Everything had to go right, starting with the positioning of Encarnacion Strand. He was pulled way in. You can see where he's at, and that little chopper, you can't go to the glove. Not enough time to go to the glove. Bare hand step throw. That's an outstanding play by the Oriole third baseman.
Johnny DeLuca. The Rays with Hicks at second base. Upstairs, DeLuca had a frustrating night at the plate so far. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. Trying to put down a bunt. Popped out to third. Been swinging the bat pretty well. There's a man at second with 1 out right now. That's a chop toward the middle. The glove and turn and throw, and the scoop at first. What a backhanded pick by Alonso, with Hicks going to third.
And all the way up the middle. We've seen the strength of Gunnar Henderson's arm earlier in this game. And this is a strong throw, but it's right down into the dirt. And Alonso bails him out. He turns and fires through a 2-seamer. Boy, turn. And Alonso, boy, that
where that ball was too, in the mid.
you know, he really didn't even have secure of that until DeLuca had passed.
First pitch swinging, and Mullins sends it into right center field. Hicks will score. Mullins around second. He's on his way to third, and he will make it head first. A 3-base hit, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Third triple of the year for Cedric Mullins.
He was thinking that out of the box. He goes out and gets that fastball that was away, and look at the way that he got out. He was thinking deep right center field. That's a long way, and I've got speed. Does a great job of cutting the bases.
So the Rays' 7th hit. They pick up their 2nd run. Now trail 3-2, and here's Richie Palacios. Checks in time. Too low. Gordon Baker down there at third on the call. The crew chief. Romina and Kelly busy in the Rays bullpen.
Oh,
that's a strike, and Palacios didn't agree.
Can't do anything about it. That ball wasn't even really close. That's not a borderline pitch. Both teams out. Check where this is. That's not even close.
Wow.
Well,
it's a big difference in the count, 1-1 as opposed to 2-0. Rays trying to get the tying run home from third. One and two now.
Well, here's the thing. Both teams are in the same boat. They have both, at this point, have exhausted their challenges for the remainder of the game.
2-2. Palacios scored the Rays run in the third, the first run of the game, and now it's a full count. After getting behind, he is now all the way to 3-2. Here it is, 3-2. Foul down the line and out of play up the right side. Not yet to 90 pitches for Bradish. 88, 49 strikes and 39 pitches out of the zone. Three-two. Another foul ball. Swimming that one back. Forcing another pitch. We've seen 7 pitches so far. And that pitch is inside. Palacios battles to draw the walk, and he will head to first. So men at first and third, a run in, 2 outs, and a walk to the mound here. Taylor Walls to be the hitter. He is 1 for 2. Well, tonight's Mercedes-Benz cover every base. The Rays with 125 stolen bases, ahead of Cleveland and New York.
Well, as we pointed out earlier, too, in the month of August, the Rays have really ramped up that running game, and they're stealing at a high percentage, too. 22 out of 23. We talked about Chandler's, 16 for his last 16. So they're picking the right spots, and they're getting more aggressive as the season moves on.
Well, now Taylor Walls. Pitch is wide. Bradish now just over 90 pitches. One and one. Walk in a single in last night's game and lines it to the second baseman Holiday, and the Rays settle for one run. They leave two men on. It's 3-2 Baltimore.
Here in the Rooms to Go Lounge, and there is a local product doing some damage right now in the major leagues. Plant High product, Pete Alonso, going out there top of the fifth, hit his 27th home run of the season. He is now hitting 7 straight games, going 14 for his last 26. Fellas, he has 4 homers in the last week. Get this, 1 off of each pitch type, at least 1. 1 off the fastball, 2 off the breaking ball, 1 on an off-speed pitch. BA, I don't even know what to throw this guy anymore.
You know what? Listen, he's, well, I guess he has stolen 5 bags. I was going to say just put one in his thigh. With this 7-game hitting streak that he's on, he's hitting over 500. And so you're doing that with power, with production. He's a guy you've got to be very, very careful with. You're absolutely right. Maybe sometimes you have to pitch around it.
Well, Casey Lagomina is going to be the new pitcher for the Rays. He scoreless over the last 4 appearances. And here's Carlos Narvaez fouling away the first pitch. So 6 innings for Seymour. Charged with 3 runs, 6 hits.
Well, quality start. A lot of strikeouts. He started to rack those up again.
Now 7 of the last 9 outs, I guess, were strikeouts.
Wow. Lagomina loving that fastball. 63% of the time between 4 and 2 seam.
Ooh.
It's like a game from yesteryear from here on out.
And a wave and miss. And that takes care of Narvaez out on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Well, Lagomina just taking that fastball and shooting it right in the zone. A little upshoot right here. And able to get it right by him. 4-seamer. Look at the spin on that. Completely sideways. Looked like it was climbing through the zone.
Right fielder Tyler O'Neill looks at strike 1. Hits this one a long way, but foul. Let's see Hicks try to bring that pitch back in.
These catchers have to be more convincing now because there are no challenges.
Yes. One and 2. missed a piece of that one off the end of the bat. And O'Neill was 0 for 3 against the left-hander Seymour, and he had been hot against lefties recently. There's Garrett Clevenger, Rays lefty out there in the bullpen, and cut and miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. O'Neill missed that fastball with some sinking action. So 2 outs, and here is Pete Alonso.
Well, let's take a look at a StatCast 3 powered by Google Cloud and take a look at his home runs. To the pull side, 4 through the middle, 12 the other way. He is one of those guys, foul pole to foul pole type of power.
Call strike there and a little quick chat with the plate umpire Stu Shearwater. And another strike. 0-2. Seymour had 9 strikeouts. Morgamina now with 2. Well, that shot fouled into the screening beyond the dugout. Seymour, the Rays lefty. Another good effort by Ian Seymour tonight. Out of the game down by a run. He's got a big cut and he fouls it. All of his cuts, by the way, are big. Everything he does is big.
Well, polar bear, right? That's a moniker you got to live up to.
One ball, 2 strikes. By the mound, shortstop. Nice pick by Walls, and the throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We're in the middle of the 7th inning stretch time, and Yandy Diaz leads off when we return. Rays TV brought to you by Orlando Health. We make it personal. And by Suncoast Credit Union. Score fee-free checking with more perks to save big. Open your account at suncoast.com. Alex Hoppe, the new pitcher. And the first pitch hits sharply down to Alonso and off that mitt, off the bat of Yandy Diaz. And Yandy is aboard. He hit the ball hard. And Alonso got that mitt on it, but that was it.
Well, Yandy so often hits the ball hard and the other way too. So here we go. Boom. That fastball gets on Alonso quickly. That was a tough hop on a ball that was scalded and just could not come up with it.
So they charged Alonso with an error.
Oof.
On that.
I don't get too into scoring decisions one way or the other. That's a tough error. That ball was a miss.
It was scalded.
Yeah.
And in your home ballpark. So
yeah. Tough chance. Absolute missile. And it's your guy. One of 3 players in the American League with a batting average over 300.
Yeah.
It'll be changed. It'll be changed before the next half inning.
Okay. We'll relax and see what happens the rest of this inning. Rays down by a run with the leadoff man aboard.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get myself a piece of pepperoni pizza too.
Good idea. Yeah, it's good to multitask. 2-1. 6 innings for Bradish, a couple hits. Well, the Rays are a couple runs, 7 hits. The Rays with a base runner here in the 7th and a wave and miss by Aranda. 2-2. Popped up short left center. Franklin is there, however, and he makes the catch. And Aranda is the first out. 7th inning here, sponsored by Hyundai. Oh, Hoppy out there, 27-year-old right-hander. Last worked 3 days ago against the Twins in Minnesota. And there's ball one to Junior Caminero. The chopper right side. Play's going to be at first. Up to second goes Yandy. Junior Caminero is out. 4-3. Score big on Authentic Gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Rays, the official source for your Tampa Bay Rays gear. Well, Liam Hicks is due, and they're going to make a pitching change with a left-handed bat coming up. We'll be back in a moment. Tonight's drone coverage, thanks to Union Home Mortgage. We'll begin on Tropicana Field right there. It has been a big night with more to come. Jordan Davis in a post-game performance coming up. In the meantime, Josh Walker, the left-hander, on with Hicks due, and Fortes will pinch hit.
Well, that ERA just over 3 and a whip of 1.16. Left-hander features a slider, 2-seamer, 4-seam, and a change. Fastball velocity sits 92-93.
Hicks is inside. So Hicks, who had walked twice, 0 for 1 on the night, gives way to the right-handed bat of Fortes against Walker, who was in the game last night and picked up the win for 2/3 of an inning. In his outing, there's a strike, his 1-1. That was his first career major league win. And a line shot going to be caught. That ball started to sink, and Henderson, reaching down, made the grab, and the Rays leave a man at second.
We want to welcome you back inside Tropicana Field, where Baltimore is up 3-2 in this one. Well, Dwayne and BA, I want to give you guys a little bit of injury updates with the starting pitchers and Griffin Jackson, Shane McClanahan. We'll start with Griffin Jackson. Of course, we know he was on 15-day IL with that right elbow discomfort, but manager Kevin Cash told us he is doing well. Says he threw out to 120 feet yesterday. Now they'll put together a build-up plan to get him back out there. Same positive news for Shane McClanahan, who's been sidelined since July 31st with that mid-back tightness. He's in a good spot, guys, and set to rejoin the team soon. So some great news for those two guys as this Rays club continues to make a push and stay atop at the standings, guys.
Yeah, especially as they get into the final weeks of this season. Good to hear good reports like that one. Gamina out here facing Jackson Holiday. It's a 2-1 count. By the way, they did change the error to a hit, so Yandy got the base hit. There's a wave and miss. All you had to do was think about it, BA.
I went.
Oh, I got you.
Yes.
That was a quick turnaround.
It was a quick turnaround, and I've got my half a piece left of pepperoni pizza ready to go for the next half inning.
There you go. Oh, strike call right there. Holiday is out, number 1. So 4 outs recorded by Lagomina. 3 on strikeouts.
Well, takes it right to the top of the zone against that upshoot fastball. There it is, that four-seamer climb, climb, climb. And right there, top of the zone, Fortes knew it.
Well, Dylan Beavers will pinch hit for the DH, Kobe Mayo. They get the left-handed bat in here. Beavers pinch hit last night, drove in a couple runs. And Kyle Snyder is going to make a trip to the mound before they work to this left-handed hitter. Top of the 8th. Baltimore with a run in the 2nd. Rays got a run in the 3rd to tie. Then Baltimore single runs in the 5th and 6th innings. They built a 3-1 lead. The Rays came back with a run in the 6th. Left a man on at 2nd in the 7th. As we play in the top of the 8th, 1 out, bases empty. Rays trying to hold the Orioles right where they are. And there's Beavers with a 246 average, 3 home runs. One and 0. Comes back to the plate. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Stays away. 3-1. That will take the count all the way out. The Rays come in 3-4 in the season series against Baltimore. Swept them the first time in, then were swept in Baltimore. There's a strike call. Beavers didn't like it. Legomena fell behind, came back to get him looking.
Another upshoot fastball. This one in, and right in the corner of the zone. Perfectly placed.
He did about all you can do with that pitch. Take it for strike 3.
Yes.
Now first pitch, and Henderson lifts a fly ball to left. Front of the track, Simpson makes the catch. Bottom of the 8th coming back. Simpson will lead off.
Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Come on. That's flippage on slippage. I didn't say anything. I just said no, yeah, like I don't want to swing at that.
Sounds of the game from Richie Palacios there as we go to the bottom of the 8th, and Chandler Simpson takes a close pitch in there for a strike. DeLuca will be next with Rico Garcia, right-hander out there on the hill, and quickly ahead of Chandler, 0-2. Garcia worked an inning last night, gave up a walk, that was it. Ball, 2 strikes. Track that one all the way in for ball 2. 2-2 now. And now full count. After falling behind all the way out to 3-2. And a popper short left coming in. Franklin. He's going to be there and makes the catch. Henderson breaking out from shortstop. Franklin the better angle. One gone. Calling all Golden Rays if you're 60 or older. Time to enjoy America's favorite pastime for less. The Rays offer a special discounted ticket to selected games just for seniors. Catch the excitement at Tropicana Field. Find out more. Get verified at raysbaseball.com/golden. Wave and miss by Johnny DeLuca. Tapper down to third. Throw to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th. These outs becoming precious now. Here's Cedric Mullins. He tripled in a run after the leadoff walk in the 6th. The triple scored Hicks. That made it a 1-run game, and that's where we are right now. Strike.
Lefty righty out there in the pen with Cam Boozer and Brian Baker. See if the Rays can get something going here. 2 outs, nobody on. And like you said, Dwayne, you're running out of outs. This is gonna make something happen here.
1-2.
And that's just an impossible pitch to be able to get on top of. Rico Garcia, he's got a short, compact little delivery. He's got a pretty powerful fastball, this one at 96, and is able to get it just above the swing, out of the zone.
That's a line drive, but right at Holiday. And the Rays are up and down 1-2-3. We go to the 9th. It's 3-2 Baltimore.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
3-2 ball game. We go to the 9th. Cam Boozer, the lefty, on the hill now for the Rays, their 3rd pitcher of the night. Christian Encarnacion Strand leads off. Hits a towering fly ball into center. A lot of room for Mullins, who's waiting and puts that one away. 1 pitch, 1 out. Well, the Rays have 1 shot left, and Boozer out there to keep it right where it is.
Well, putting up some pretty good numbers too. An ERA of 2, an outstanding whip of .74. More strikeouts than innings pitched.
Upstairs. 1-0.
There's the mix. Cutter, 4-seam fastball. The big 2 with velocity.
2-0. 2-1. Second game of this 4-game series. These teams have been pretty evenly matched this year. Just off the plate. 3-1. Full count now. Right center field, gonna hang, and DeLuca runs under it. Good jump into right center, 2 gone. Game day better with furniture from Kane. Shop savings at every department with financing options as low as $28 per month. Furnishing your home has never been easier. We're up 2 down. Coyote Tavares. 1. Tavares drove in the first run of the game in the second with a base hit. Scored Gunnar Henderson. Down a bit. 2-0. Rays due to have Palacios, Walds, and Yandy Diaz in the bottom of the 9th. Stand there, 3-0. Three and 1. Rays started this game 7 games up. The Yankees were beaten by Toronto. Started the day 6.5. With the New York loss now 7. Well, Kittredge busy in the bullpen for Baltimore. And a line drive and reaching for it. That ball got by Walls. And into left it goes. Tavares is aboard.
Oh, I wonder what that was off the bat. And that ball was absolutely smoked.
105 off the bat. How's that?
Yeah, well, every bit of it. And yeah, he got himself there. That's the thing. He got himself in position to make that catch and just didn't. Looking in that glove like, where'd you go?
Well, there's a base runner with 2 outs. Carlos Narvaez. Down, 1 ball, no strikes. 28,055 here tonight. 28055. One and 1. Rays put up a battle in the 9th inning last night and came up a run short, 6-5. 3 in the bottom of the 9th. Put into play, short right on the run. That's DeLuca right there to make the catch. Bottom of the 9th coming. The Rays need 1 to tie, 2 to win.
Time. Get it in the DQ app.
You are watching Rays baseball presented by Union Home Mortgage. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Rays down by a run. And they will be facing the former Ray, Andrew Kittredge. Rays will have Richie Palacios and Taylor Walls due. If you saw Victor Mesa Jr. out there on deck.
Andrew Kittredge, a 347 earned run average, a whip of 1.32. You see the saves down here, 6 out of 9 in the save department. So he has been had before. Features a slider and then both of the fastballs, 4-seam, 2-seam. Sits in the mid-90s.
And here's Palacio swinging and missing the first pitch, strike one. Ritchie with a double back in the third. He opened the inning and scored the first run for the Rays. Gone out to center field and walked as well. And the Rays trying to pull off some magic here in the bottom of the ninth. Just missed. 1-1.
Good thing there are no challenges left.
Strike 1 and 2. Well, the Rays had swept Baltimore here back in May on the 18th, 19th, and 20th, and then later in May they were swept by the Orioles in Baltimore. They came in 3-3, and then a one-run game last night with the Baltimore. Baltimore leads by 1 run here in the 9th inning tonight. 2 foul.
Need to get Palacios on. Leadoff runner on. And then listen to what he has to say as he rounds the bases and eventually scores and ties this game.
Fouls it back. He's battling.
Yes, he is. And again, you think about Kittredge and how he attacks these hitters. 2-seam, 4-seam slider. So it's basically fastball slider. And he has seen all of it. So
and a line drive, but right at Henderson.
Let me ask a question. How many lineouts have the Rays had in this game?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, 3 of the last 5 have been line drive outs.
Yeah, and there were some other hard hit balls earlier in the game that were turned into outs. But you're right, they have been hitting some balls right on the nose, but right at people.
Now Victor Mesa Jr. The conference between Narvaez and Kittredge. It's Drew Shearwater moving out there to break up the conference. Well, the Rays have Victor Mesa Jr. stepping in.
Let's hope this at-bat is as loud as his shoes.
First pitch is a strike. Yeah, shoes, gloves, the whole thing.
I like those.
Go for it.
Yeah, I could never pull it off. Look good on him.
A 1 strike count. Oh, 2. Mesa quickly behind. And he takes it into center, but it's going to carry to Taveras. 2 outs. And Yandy Diaz is on his way to the plate. So Yandy, with a walk and a single, officially 1 for 3. Trying to keep the Rays' hopes alive. And he takes ball 1. A ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. 2-1 now. That's going to drop, and he keeps the game going. So Yandy reaches on a base hit, dropping in front of Tavares in center. And that will get Aranda to the plate. So the Rays keep their hopes alive.
Well, that slider right there, and Yandy's able to go down and get it. That was not a bad pitch by Kittredge. Probably wanted it a little bit further away from Yandy, but Yandy Diaz so locked in these at-bats. You know, we've talked about hitting the ball up the middle the other way, runners in scoring position, how clutch he is, but how good has he been against relievers? How good has he been late in games?
He has been outstanding. Mateo's going to run for him. Diaz lifted, Mateo the runner. Jonathan Aranda. And a shot into right, a base hit. Mateo's going to round second and head to third. And the Rays have men on the corners, first and third, with 2 outs. Aranda's base hit will get Junior Caminero to the plate.
Well, here you go. Here's your chance. How about 2 of the big 3? That ball's down below the zone 2. But Aranda goes down and gets it, smokes that ball. Mateo had to get out of the way and then pick that speed right back up. And the Rays here have given themselves a 2-out opportunity.
Well, Caminero 2 for 5 in his young career against Kittredge. He's 0 for 4 tonight. And the Orioles got a conference on the mound. So a couple line drive outs. Palacios line to short, makes the Junior line to center. Yandy with that base hit, lifted for the pinch runner. Mateo and then Aranda with the base hit. And Mateo wound up at third. Well, I know that he's very young in his career, and Junior has done a lot of things already, including hit 35 home runs this year. He has no walk-off hits of any sort in his brief career. So we got a shot right here. Let's see what happens. Junior against Kittredge. And that's close, but it's a ball. Right down to the wire again. And he missed the slider. 1-1. The Rays scored 3 in the 9th last night. Came up a run short, 6-5. There's that pitch. A 1-1. Too low. 2 balls and a strike. Kittredge on the shake. Again, Junior 2 for 5 against him. And a foul ball straight back. We'll reach the upper deck. And we go to 2-2. Two on, 2 out. 2-2 the count. And a little tapper third base side, picked up and bobbled. Everybody is safe. Crossing the plate, Mateo, And the Rays have tied this game at 3.
Listen to this crowd. This might be as loud as it's been in this building all year.
Caminero will get an infield hit and drives in the tying run.
Well, just reaches out there and taps it into the ground, gets off to the races. Going to be a tough play and just doesn't come up with it cleanly. Some kind of fired up Junior is.
Now Fortes. He pops it up. Foul ball left side. Caught by Encarnacion Strand. Well, the Rays down to their final out. Come up with a run to tie this game 3-3. Well, the Rays have tied this game with a run in the bottom of the 9th inning. The infield hit for Junior Caminero. Got the tying run across the plate. Mateo, the pinch runner, scored. He stays in to play shortstop. And Brian Baker will take over on the mound here as we go into extra innings.
You got the runner at second base, and it's going to be Colton Cowser who's going to be out there running out instead of Narvaez.
So Cowser, the runner. O'Neill, the hitter, and a big cut and miss there. Strike one.
Boy, and how about Brian Baker getting this opportunity here against his former team in this spot? You're looking for an unproductive out, however you can get it right here.
And a liner into center for a base hit. Cowser's going to score. The throw back towards second. And Baltimore takes the lead right there, with O'Neill making it 4-3.
Well, that was just, that turns out to be a challenge fastball right down the middle. I mean, that did not have any elevation to it at all. That's just about thigh high, middle of the plate, and O'Neill racks it into center.
So it's 4-3 now. And Pete Alonso swings and misses. Alonso with a home run in this game. That came in the 5th. He singled in the 3rd. And a line drive the other way, one hop to DeLuca. And that moves O'Neill up to second. So back-to-back hits.
Think about Pete Alonso in this series. You know, he came in on a little bit of a hit streak here. I think 7 games now. Big number as far as average goes. But how many hits have gone the other way in this particular series?
Yeah, he opened, well, his first hit last night was a base hit to right.
Yep.
Yep. And
a home run to right.
Yep.
Another base hit here to right. Now you think about him as a pull power guy, which he obviously is, but shooting the ball the other way in this series with great effect. And he did not look comfortable going up the line. So you understand this too.
So the Rays conference on the mound, and the Orioles check. You can see him there. He is not right going down the line.
No, a little bit of a limp at the end. And he got out of there quick because that ball was hit so hard to right. You know, you're thinking, would they ever make a play on me? But he did not look comfortable for sure.
Jackson Holiday. No outs in the inning, a run in, 2 men on. And he misses the fastball at 96. Take there, Change up 1-1.
Surprised that you would not bunt here. You know, playing for that extra run.
Well, there it is. Third base side. And the throw to first. Just in time. Aranda back to take the throw.
That was close. And Baltimore's going to want to take a look to see if they would think about challenging. That was close. And yeah, you're surprised up to that point that they were not bunting. They said we're going to play it along. And you finally get it. And it was perfectly executed by Holiday, and he almost turned that into a hit.
So with one out, second and third, Dylan Beavers will be the hitter. In the DH role.
And that's the thing. That's why you wondered when that was going to come, because the visiting team, they need to put their eyes on 2 or more runs. One doesn't really cut it when you're the visiting team. Too easy for the home team to get them over, get them in. And so always playing for that multiple runs. And you've got an opportunity here. Baker, he needs a pop-up strikeout.
Yeah, one hitter at a time. They have Henderson on deck. And it's 1-1 here. Dylan Beavers. One and two. A 4-3 ball game. Strike three called. 97 upper reaches of the zone away. And a big strikeout.
Well, this is exactly what we were talking about. You needed this right there, top of the zone, on the outside corner, right on the edge.
Well, the Rays are going to send Henderson down to first. So the intentional walk.
And you know the Rays really don't want to face a guy when they intentionally walk him to load the bases.
Yep.
Kevin Cash does not like to do that. He does not like to put his pitcher in a position that there is no margin for error.
And here is Encarnacion Strand. Bounces it foul. Buck Britton ducking that one. Well, bases loaded, 2 gone. And it's foul back. Fastball 96. Third, Alonso second, Henderson at first. 2 strikes the count to Encarnacion Strand. That will be out of play. And another 0-2 pitch will be made. Foul right back into the screen. Rays in their 11th extra inning game. And the liner, that's foul. Around the bullpen. Two again. He got him. A swing and a miss. 96 on the heater. Baltimore picks up a run. Bottom of the 10th coming. Rays down 4-3. Well, the Rays need a couple runs. They are down 4-3, bottom of the 10th inning. And their catcher, Nick Fortes, will be the runner out there at second. Ideally, you'd like to run for a catcher, but there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, well, we saw it last half inning. Colton Cowser running for Narvaez, and unfortunately, Liam Hicks is out of this ball game. So Nick Fortes will be the runner at second base as the Rays look to, I like the way you're thinking, not to tie this game. They're looking to win this game right now.
Well, there's Chandler Simpson.
Boy, look at the fielders.
And there's a liner back into center. It's going to hang up. Fortes back to tag, but no chance. Although with that throw,
yeah,
I kind of wish he had gone.
I mean, I'll tell you, they were convinced that Chandler was going to bunt. You had third base, first base, boy, Alonso and Encarnacion. Look where they're playing. They are just daring him to put that bunt down.
And then the airmail.
Yeah.
To third. Fortes still at second. Here's Johnny DeLuca. James Sanders on the hill. The pitch is a ball. Rays down 4-3, bottom of the 10th. Two and nothing.
Yeah, got away with one there. Okay.
Trying to check. It's a strike.
But that is such a tough pitch for these right-handed hitters to hang in on. Unless he hangs one. He hangs one, you get on it. But look at the sweeping nature of this breaking ball. Look where it starts. Look where it ends. That's a tough pitch to cover, to stay on.
The pitch stays in.
He's had two that he's missed. He's been really good sweeping action on two of those sliders. Two of them have backed up a little bit, and now DeLuca in a really nice situation here in a 3-1 count. Should get something out over the plate that he can hammer.
3-1. It's popped up foul. Bozo couldn't find it, but it's out of play anyway. It's a full count. Rays had an extra inning game against the Orioles in Baltimore near the end of May on the 25th. Cowser won it in a walk-off. And that is ball 4. And the Rays will admit it first and second. And Cedric Mullins will bat with men at first and second. Mullins tripled in the 6th into right center. That drove in a run. And a good look at that pitch away. Mullins hitting against his former teammates. Too high. 2-0. Cano up in that bullpen. He was in 2/3 of an inning in last night's game. Strike 2 and 1. The Rays got 3 runs off Cano in the 2/3 of an inning. With a walk and 3 hits. And Sanders right now. And it's a 2-2 count. Mullins getting his first look at Sanders. Got ahead. Now it's a 2-2 count. With Cortez at second, Johnny DeLuca at first. And a cut miss. Mullins missed the fastball. 2 gone.
Boy, the last 2 Sanders just poured through the middle of the zone. Just jumped on it with the velocity. The first one for the previous was 96, this one 97. And he just puts it right through the heart of the zone, right through the heart of the plate, and got him by him.
Now Richie Palacios. And that's a strike. Tried to check there and finds himself down 0-2.
That was a pretty nasty changeup right there. We've seen the breaking ball, we've seen the fastball. First time we've seen that, and Richie trying to recompose himself here, down 0-2.
Pitch is down.
Boy, what a block.
Yes.
What a block by Pozo. That gets by him. You've got runners at second and third. And now a little bloop single. Not an easy pitch to handle either. Well, he got over there, got the glove over there, and
here's the 1-2. And a little tap, first base side. That's going to kick foul. That really did have a little spin on that one. Palacios still alive.
Boy, that ball up high. I mean, that thing kicked about a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. Somebody did something or left something on the first base line there.
Maybe that's my car key.
Oh, well.
Or it could have been a sprinkler head.
1-2 again. A little tap, first base side, and that's going to kick foul. Boy, you could see Alonso trying to stretch over there, but it's a foul ball. He's thinking maybe if I stay fair and reach.
And he's not even moving back to his position very well. You know, he would probably like to have charged that and got it before it kicks foul. He probably was never going to get there, but yeah, he can't. That play doesn't work either.
A couple little squibbers foul. Palacios still alive. Cortez at second. DeLuca at first. The 1-2, and that almost hit him.
Oh, it was tough to tell there for a quick second.
Yeah. 2-2. Let's take a look.
See how tight it gets. Yeah.
Elbow needed to be bigger.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Now 2-2. And a line shot. It's foul. Oh. Rays would take that fair. Wow. I mean, a couple squibbers close to ending it. That one shot up the right field side. Foul. Now the 2-2. And he got him. It's over. A cut in the miz. Palacios out on strikes. And in 10 innings, Baltimore comes away with a victory.
Rear back and let the four-seamer go. And it got in there, inner half of the plate, just above the swing. And boy, tough loss here for the Rays.
Rays stay 6.5 in front in the East. Dropping this one in 10, 4-3. Baltimore with a couple of wins here in this series. Kittredge will get the win. Baker the loss. Sanders will pick up a save. Post game coming up right now. Rich Hollenberg, Doug Wechter, take it away.